Keith Wofford is running for the job of New York's Attorney General, and he's running for the right reasons. For Keith Wofford, it's not about politics. It's about families. Families like yours and families like his. He's a man whose family taught him the value of hard work, education, and commitment.
There's no way that I would be where I am today if it weren't for my parents and their commitment to education and their example of hard work. You know, my father worked for 32 years at the Chevy plant in Buffalo. And for all that 32 years, every day he would get up for work and go to the plant to make life better for me and my brother. My father was point blank the hardest working man I've known. My mother did some incredible things for me and my brother. The most important thing, besides being a loving mom, was she focused us on education and on improving our minds. It was about learning all you could and using your mind to move yourself forward. My parents were able to find great public schools where me and my brother could go. And then I was lucky enough to get a scholarship to go off to Harvard for college. And then I went to Harvard Law School. And at every step, I've just tried to work as hard as I can. And at every step, I've been rewarded with opportunity and frankly, some good breaks in order to allow me to move forward.
Keith Wofford is ready to use everything his parents taught him as a child growing up on the east side of Buffalo to get state government working for us, not the politicians.
The first thing the next Attorney General has to do is to get the corruption in government under control. The corruption we tolerate in our state government is holding us back. We have, as a state, incredible resources. We have the financial capital of the world, we have the hardest working population, we have an incredibly educated population, and we have vast natural resources. If we put those things to work without the overhang of a bunch of politicians who are ripping us off, well, there's no limit to what we can do as a state. The second thing the next Attorney General has to do is to make sure that we have an environment legally that makes it possible for jobs and business to grow in this state. The third thing the Attorney General has to do is refocus our priorities and focus on the big villains, the people who are doing real damage to citizens and taxpayers. You're only going to have a better result from the Attorney General if you have someone who comes from the outside, who's not caught up with politics, not caught up with the political system, and doesn't have to cut a bunch of deals to get elected to office. I'm running for Attorney General because I want the families and children in New York State to have the same opportunities that I had.
Keith Wofford for Attorney General, for families, for jobs, for New York.